Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 2 and today we will be presenting on our case, which is the Blitz. I am Nur Maisara and I'll be presenting the first 4 parts of this discussion. Now, to start off, these are the 8 parts of this discussion and I'll be presenting introduction, megatrends, major issue and symptoms, and also alternatives. Now let's start with the introduction of the case. So this case basically is about a family business called Blitz. The Blitz was a homemade business that produced and sell various types and various flavors of Indian cookies and cakes. The Blitz was based in Permasjaya, Johor Bahru, and they has no physical store like other big bakery shops. The production of their cookies and cakes were all at home, and they themselves handled the delivery of their product to their clients and customers like door-to-door basis. So the Blitz was going well until Rani was diagnosed with terminal colon cancer. In Johor Bahru, there were not many competitors in terms of specifically Indian cookies and cakes like the Blitz. The only strong competitors of the Blitz was Manggalam, where it also offers quite similar products like the Blitz. And also their distribution market is wider than the Blitz. In competing in the similar industry with the similar products, Blitz can still manage to compete fiercely until Rani was diagnosed with her cancer. And this led to mismanagement of the business and delay of the delivery of the product. Then, after the incident, Rani pleaded to her daughter, Hema. She asked Hema to save the Blitz from ruin. At that time, Hema has another job. She was a school teacher and she has to resign and give up for her current job in order to fulfill her mom's wishes. Here comes the struggle of Hema, because Hema has no experience in handling business. She is struggling and she faced hard times handling Blitz that was competing with a big competitor, which is Manggalam. Now, on your right side, this is the protagonist and or the decision maker, which is Hema. She is now in charge of handling the Blitz. So these are the mega trends that can be related to the Blitz case. The first one is technology advancement. The advancement in technology allow business to better promote their product while save cost and energy. There are various types of online platforms that has advertising functions, such as Google's. And advertising through social media platforms give fast and instant effect, because when your advertisement runs through someone's timeline, at least that person can be aware of the existence of the brand's products or also services. Other than that, technology advancements also make business can communicate easily with its potential customers without having to see them face to face. With technology advancement, Blitz can keep updated with your customer preferences and customer needs, and also they can share their customers' feedbacks regarding their product through social media. The next mega trend is people lifestyle. With the technology advancement earlier and the new millennium, people lifestyle keeps changing and moving parallel with the current condition and situation. These days, people prefer to dine out rather than take away their food, because they might want to enjoy the delightful ambience or atmosphere around the restaurant while eating their meal. And this is an opportunity for the Blitz to gain new customers and attract more customers if they can possibly open at least one shop that their customer can dine in. The next part is the major issues. And in this case, we can identify two major issues, which is how to gain back the lost customer and what is Hema's next step to retain the existing customer of Blitz. Now let's look at the symptoms for this case. We'll classify the symptoms into two, internal and external. Basically, we put the tag, most of the symptoms comes from the internal business itself. For instance, the unorganized management system by Blitz. Rani was the one who handled the business when she started the business, and her husband also in charge in the delivering the product to the clients. But not long after that, she hired three staff to help her with her business. But still, her management system is unorganized. All these hired staff she put under production department. Another internal system was Hema has no experience in handling business. This is a risk for the business if Hema took a wrong step while making the decision. It might end up worsen the condition of the business. And as mentioned before, Blitz only market their product in Johor Bahru areas, while their strong competitors, Manggalam, already entered to international market, which is Singapore. And the worst symptom was when they failed to pay 2 months' salary of their employees. This can be the reason why their employees quit from the Blitz. And the major income came from 5 restaurants that they supply their product. Unfortunately, the sales of their business were declining. And this is due to the loss of main customers. And these two main customers decided to end their contract just because of the late of delivery of order to the restaurants. The external business symptom is business location of Blitz. The Blitz were not really customer friendly location because they did the production at home and people are not able to see the end product itself and they cannot see with their own eyes whether it's true or not. And also, the Blitz has a very strong competitor, which is Manggalam, where they expand their market even larger compared to the Blitz. And they also have physical store that people can visit, people can dine into, and they have their plan to produce their product, and they have a specific department to handle a specific job scope. So these are the three alternatives that we come out with. The first one is to improve the marketing strategy through online platforms. And the second one is to rent a space for Blitz Bakery at any petrol station. And the third one is to create new product that is healthier where it contains less sugar. And each of these alternatives will be explained later by our presenter. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Ashki. So now let's move on to the SWOT analysis. Firstly, let's get to know the strengths of the Blitz. Blitz has a variety of cookies, pastries, cakes, and a wide range of flavors are available in the Blitz. By offering a lot of choices to the customers, they are able to choose according to their preferences without switching the brand or to other seller. And second one, Blitz products were quite specialized, which enabled them to compete with its competitor and attract more customers by producing unique design of cakes. Now, let's get to know the opportunities. Number one, Blitz is one of the top homemade indie cookie sellers in Johor Bahru area. as they supply the products to the 5 main Indian restaurants. Number 2, there were fewer shops producing Indian cookies in Johor Bahru. Blitz and Mangalam are among the alternative shops available in the market for the customers to buy Indian cookies. The third opportunity is that there is already improved transportation facilities and it provides opportunity for the products to be delivered to the whole country. Now let's get to know the weaknesses of the Blitz. Firstly, Hema has no experience related to the business. She was a teacher before she take over the family business. And number 2, there is lack of employees. And Blitz has insufficient employees in its operation. They face a problem when they have to multitask such as production and delivery at the same time and by the same person. And number 3, there is insufficient capital. The insufficient capital of the Blitz makes the business hard to expand more because they are not able to hire and pay for new staff. On the other hand, they also cannot invest in marketing their product well. Number 4, there is improper marketing training. The marketing strategies used by the business are far behind its competitors' marketing strategies. Hema and her staff need to be trained on how to market their products more effectively. And the last weaknesses of the Blitz is that there is limited space for operation or its value chain activities. The Blitz was operating its business at home, therefore the production capacity might be limited at the time. If the Blitz has its own warehouse or production space, it might increase the capacity of production at one time, and the Blitz can possibly produce more dessert at one go. Okay, now let's get to know the threats. Firstly, there is a rising cost of sugar and fuel, and it hinders Blitz to offer lower prices for its product. Sugar is the major ingredient of its products, while fuel is important for delivery costs. Number 2 is Blitz product will not a staple food for family, and it will easily be substituted by other food. And desserts that the Blitz offer are not the type of food that people will eat every day in a big portion. Hence, their sales were not as much as the restaurants that offer staple food. The third threat is there is technology advancement in marketing the products. And the technology advancement is fully used by Blitz competitors in marketing the products such as by using online advertisement. As compared to Blitz, the company only promotes the product through Tamil newspapers and word mouth to mouth. The Blitz also can use its strengths to maximize the opportunities. For example, they might be advertising their products outside Johor Bahru to expand their product outside of Johor Bahru as well. Now let's proceed to tools analysis. We can make strategies that minimize weaknesses by taking advantage of opportunities, such as the Blitz might hire a professional chef to handle the kitchen that able to execute wide range of dessert other than Indian dessert. This strategy can address the weakness number 2 and also the opportunity number 1 in the SWOT analysis mentioned just now. Because a professional chef, they usually have the ability and the skills to be multitasking and produce more product in a shorter time compared to the ordinary worker, together with a good quality desserts. Because now, since the Blitz has a lack of employees, so by hiring a professional chef might be able to help them to settle up this problem. And number 2, the Blitz might rent a space to open Blitz bakery, such as at a petrol station. This is because the Blitz is operating at home currently, and since Blitz is already a well-known homemade Indian cookies in Johor Bahru, thus by renting a space in such a strategic place, its cookies might be accepted by people outside Johor Bahru as well. Number 3, And they might be selling their products through online platforms such as Lazada and Shopee, because by using Shopee, they don't have to incur any additional costs. And since transportation facilities nowadays also improving, their products can reach more customers. Next, this can make strategies that minimizing the weaknesses and avoid threats. For example, Hema can attend short courses to enhance her knowledge in business using the current technology. The trainee will be able to improve her marketing skills and make use of technology advancement in her business. For instance, Hema might learn on how to advertise products through online platforms. And the last one is the Blitz might be using the strengths to minimize the threats. For example, the Blitz should create a new product that is healthier, which contain less sugar, which is maybe including oats and etc. Because by using its expertise in baking, Liz can try to encounter a few threats from the rising cost of sugar and fuel and the fact that its products were not a staple food for family by being more innovative by creating a new recipe. And the second one is they should improve the marketing strategy through social media. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Anissa binti Jamaluddin. Let's move to our second technique, which is forces by forces. We use this technique to analyze the level of competition within the bakery industry. The first force that influenced the industry is threat of established rivals. From the Blitz case, we found that there was less intense in the current competition for Blitz, as Blitz has only one close competitor, which is Mangalam. Rivalry is low when there is a few competitors that produce and sell Indian cookies, and when customer has limited choice to switch to a competitor's offering for a little cost and quality service. So this proves that the level of threat of established rival is low. Second, the barriers to entry is low due to low cost to enter this market. The lower the barriers to entry, the higher the threat of new entrants for existing player. However, to Blitz, we analyzed that the threat is moderate because Blitz only focus on Indian cookies, so the threat is not that high. Other than that, every country has their own legal restriction about which they must be informed and by which you must abide. In order for the business to run bakery, they must comply with food safety laws, which required by state laws to acquire permits and license. For example, in Malaysia, they must follow the quality and audit standards, such as American Institute of Baking. Third, since Blitz offer its customer an Indian range of products only, we can conclude that the threat in the bakery industry is high. In the market, the substitute of Indian cookies are homemade breads, pastries, and other bakery items. The buyer propensity to substitute is also high, as buyer might choose various factors of cookies, such as the quality, the price, and availability of alternative options for buying, such as online shopping and delivery time. Buyer expect convenience, fast delivery, and lower price. However, Blitz has lack of these factors. Thus, this strengthens the ground that Blitz has high threat of substitute product in bakery industry. Fourth, the bargaining power of supplier in bakery industry is fairly high as Blitz is small company. As the bakery provide different products of Indian cookies to customer, they cannot easily purchase the products from various suppliers. They must be dependent on one supplier in case of Blitz. Fifth, the bargaining power of customer is high as the customer can easily switch to another bakery product to purchase. The number and closeness of substitute available for Blitz product is high. The greater the number of available substitute, the more bargaining power of buyers have. As a conclusion, Based on this analysis, we can see that Blitz might be facing a high risk in sustaining its business as most of forces in Potter's five forces are not favorable to Blitz. After analyzing the forces, Blitz will still be able to cater the problems by coming out with few solutions and alternatives. Our main priority is to cater the issue that this has faced. Hence, it is important for decision maker to execute the best alternatives. One of the decision criteria that need to be considered is cost efficiency. Cost efficiency is essential in choosing whether the bids should improve the marketing strategy, rent a new space, or create a new product which is healthier. So, decision maker should choose and plan to spend on costs that bring maximum benefits to Blitz. The second criteria is the customer satisfaction and customer awareness. Since company experience loss of its customer, it is better to have alternative which enable the customer to recognize Blitz better. The last decision criteria is ease of implementation. When implementing new strategy in business, the time, labor, and management are crucial to be considered, as less time and maximize usage of labor are better for the company to choose the strategies.
Assalamualaikum, I am Fatin Nur Iliana. Okay, now we move on to the evaluation of alternative. Okay, in order to consider which alternative is the best, we evaluate each one of them by looking at their advantages and also disadvantages. So the first alternative is improve the marketing strategy through online platform. The online platform here includes social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. So we believe that this alternative could lead to a better recognition and awareness by people nationwide. Also, due to the technology advancement, where people are very close with their gadget, it will be easy for the company to reach the targeted customers, and the customer also can get the update of the product easily. And the best part is, it is require lower cost as compared to the other alternative, because most of the promotion through social media are free of charge. However, the disadvantages of this alternative is not all ages are actively using the internet, like the older people. Second alternative is rent a retail space to open Blitz bakery, such as at the petrol station. Before this, Blitz only sell their product from home. Thus, from this alternative, Blitz can take advantage of promoting product in different locations, even outside Johor. It means that they will not only rely 100% on the sale from home. Besides, it can also reach the larger target customer because it is confirmed that people will go to petrol station, so they might stop by at the bakery. Besides, it is lower cost as compared to the cost of shop lot rental. We expect that Blitz just need to have a small space in the petrol station kiosk because the company currently have limited capital. So from this rental, this product can get recognized easily by people. However, the cost of renting space in petrol station might vary according to the location. For example, rental of retail space at petrol station in city areas might be higher rather than urban areas. Next, the third alternative is create a new product that is healthier, which contain less sugar, include oats, fiber, and so on. We believe that from the implementation of this alternative, they will not only become the pioneer of healthy Indian dessert, but they also can cut the cost of production for the healthy version dessert. This is because major ingredient of Blitz product is sugar. So with the alternative of reducing the usage of the sugar, the company can reduce their budget. And however, the company might need to encounter with the problem that people might not easily trust the claim of healthy dessert because dessert is simply a guilty pleasure where it usually contains high sugar and is quite unhealthy. All right, so from the evaluation, we think that The first alternative, which is improve the marketing strategy through online platform, is the best because it fulfills all the criteria that Blitz should consider, where this alternative is the lowest cost and the customer can be more aware towards the Blitz product, and also this alternative is easy to be implemented. Therefore, to implement the marketing strategy, we divided the action plan into 3 terms, which are short term, medium term, and also long term. For the short term, it is within 6 months to 1 year. So we suggest that the company to advertise the product through online first, with, such as the social media. It is expected that from this advertising, the company can increase the customers' demand, or in other words, they can increase the sales of their product and gain more profit. So this strategy can help Blitz to add more resources like labor, or maybe they can invent new technology for the production. Okay, next, for the medium term, which is in 2 years' time, we recommend Blitz to collaborate with delivery service companies such as Lalamove, Foodpanda, or others, so that the company can worry less for the delivery service and people also can get the product easier. And not only that, it is automatically the marketing process will be expanded further through the apps that are provided by the delivery service company. And then after 5 years, it is suggested to appoint a famous Indian celebrity as a Blitz ambassador. For example, Jacqueline Victor. This is to increase the trust of people towards Blitz product. Hence, we believe that the major issue on how to gain back the lost customers and what should Hema do to retain the existing customer can be addressed and being solved by improving the marketing strategy through the online platform. All right, so that's all from us. Thank you.